Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, the King of the Dugout. Season 4 is almost upon us. So much preparation is going to Season 4, which is why it's taking quite a while. You may recall from the last 3 seasons, we've had a complete restructure. All our managers are going to be restarting, so to speak, and we're going into Division 3. There's a lot of changes. First things first, then. Let's tell you who our participants are. We have lost 3 managers that are not going to be partaking in the latest season. But let's talk about the 13 that we have got. Some of which have renamed their team. Most of which have. Trevor Choi, he is Chicken Curry. Chicken Curry, okay. We have got Stuart Danton, Murder on Zidane's Floor. The very best of luck there. We've got Fritzl Palace from Lee Sharples. We have got Matt Into Your Nan. We've got Philippe, who has remained with Sunday Strikers. We have got Adu, Blasphemians. Well, did you know there was already a ground called Blasphemians? Should tell you that. I have renamed his ground to something he wanted. Interestingly, AC Rum Mansion. Well, that's his Jesper, of course. Let me remind you that Jesper is our King of the Dugout as it stands for part 1 of the game, the first 3 seasons. He did it all, didn't he? We've got Orange is the New Black, which is Mark Rutgers, formerly the Dutch Warriors. North London is Red, Gary Hanks. He's remained his team name. North London is Red. Oh, Mist is Rolling FC. Now, I'm actually trying to remember who that is. We'll get to that in a minute. Glasgow United. That is William McGregor. He's remained his as he was. Football Heritage, a la Jose Mourinho. That is Connor. That's his team name. And I'm trying to remember Oh, Mist Rolling in FC. I want to say it is Wayne. St Helens Town. I missed that. St Helens Town. That is our very own Almo. For the benefit of the forums, Eve Sham from the forums, and I'm just trying to remember who Oh Mist Rolling in FC. I'm pretty certain it's Wayne. I'm pretty certain it's Wayne Chester. So the guys are all set now. This is the interesting thing, right? Let's just move this over here because we've got so much happening. I'm now going to really briefly. I might have shown you this before, but let's go over it again. We've got 2 major things happening with part of Season 4. First things first, the parent clubs. I thought I actually made a note of that somewhere, but obviously not. We've got parent clubs, which is coming in. That has actually was done live yesterday on the Discord channel. Every one of our teams have been given a parent club of a team from around the world, and all the guys will have 2 players that they could potentially get from their parent club with a a CA of 120. Now, in terms of when we get our players, when we start bidding for players, it's going to be different bidding. It's going to be, let's say hypothetically, people need to be using a scouting program because basically a player is allowed to make. We're going to have various increments of players. So we're going to have 5 or 10 at a time. So let's take Mike Duff, for example. Mike Duff, they are going to look at Mike Duff. Sorry. I'm looking at Mike Duff thinking, why is it say he's got no history? I realise why. It's because Fritzl Palace took over Cheltenham. Okay, so basically, that's not going to work, actually. Let's try someone that I've not replaced. Leo Fortune West. So basically, let's pretend they want Leo Fortune West. They're not going to be able to get Leo Fortune West because the wages it cannot be on no more than 1,000 a week. He's on 2,500, and it's going to cost them. So basically, if you have a look on the Amphitheatre group, or if you throw a question and I can explain how this works, it's all working different. It's all to do with a will. It's all to do with a will and how it's going to work. How players are going to be appointed to clubs. It's going to be, everyone's aware of it. There is a PDF. There is a brand new spanking PDF, wherever I've put that. Yeah, there is a PDF. The PDF is just explains everything. Mark Whittaker made this PDF fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and it's a lot more complex. There is so much more thought. Now then, before we finish up, there is one more thing, and I'm going to do that now for you. A lot of people said that when we were on doing the monthly run through, the assistant manager is a wanker. Okay, the assistant manager is a wanker, and he don't always pick the best team. He don't listen. Now it could just be the assistant manager. It could just be a CM is not intelligent enough. But nevertheless, I'm now going to do the assistant manager draw right now. And here we go then. So the first one then, we have got all our competitors here, as you can see. That player that I was missing, it was Wayne, because I didn't miss anybody else out. Okay, so we've got Matt, Almo, Connor, William, Mark, Jesper, Wayne, Gary, Adu, Philippe, Lee, Trevor Choi and Stuart Danton, and then we have got all our assistant managers. Now let me remind you, these assistant managers, they are the top 22 on the ODB. 3 of them are superb, and the rest are all very good reputation. Now I should point out, right, I've made all the assistant managers handymen. Now for those of you that don't know what I mean by handymen, they've all got 20s. They've all got 20s. Now basically, they will retain all their other traits. It's just, now I'm going to show you as an example here, on here. This is only a test here. Sir Alex Ferguson, this is only a test. He's not at murder on the dance floor. That is how Alex Ferguson looks. Okay, I did 2 tests. So in a minute, it looks like, he may well get appointed as the assistant manager at one of our guys. I did 2 tests. I did Alex Ferguson. And I did the great, the late Bobby Robson. Okay, so let me remind you something now, guys, that we've got 22 here. We've only got 13 managers. Now, the fact that we've got 13 managers means that 9 of these managers are not going to get picked. And we're doing it purely on the will base. This will base is going to be a real key factor for Season 4 based on players. So, let's stop fucking around, right? Let me just unpin this thing, just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? First up then, for his assistant manager will be Stuart Danton. So Stuart Danton, we take him away. Let me just make sure that this is recording because I'm going to need it. So Stuart Danton, and now we're going to see who Stuart Danton is going to get as his assistant manager. Are you ready for it? Murder on the dance floor would be brilliant if it's fucking Alex Ferguson. Ooh. Oh! Gianluca Vialli. Wow, wow. Vialli has gone. Okay. Over to the next manager. Over to the next manager. Who's it going to be? Almo. It looks like Almo. Almo. You are going to have as your number 2. A couple of pedos amongst this list, remember. Kenny Dalglish, it looks like. Kenny Dalglish. Got to be happy with that. Happy with Kenny Dalglish, I'm sure. Almo. Over to our next manager. I think everybody wants Alex Ferguson, don't they? They all want that. Philly, everybody wants Alex Ferguson. I'm sure they do. I think in terms of the superb ratings was Ferguson, Arsene Wenger and Capello, I think. So Philippe, who's Philippe going to get? Okay, drum roll, Philippe. Hitzfeld, I think he'll be happy with that. I genuinely think he'll be happy. Over to our 4th manager now. Our 4th manager. And it's going to be Just William McGregor. William McGregor, who will he have? Now, William McGregor, I'm not sure what his views are on Kenny Dalglish, because very patriotic Glasgow Rangers fan. I'm not sure who he would want. Who would he want? I know who somebody wants. We'll come to him in a minute. Okay, William McGregor. His assistant manager is going to be Gerard Houllier. Gerard Houllier for William McGregor. Over to our next manager. The champ is Jesper Ronman. Jesper Ronman, who's he going to get? He's destined to get Alex Ferguson. He's destined for it. Being the champ and all that. Who's he getting? Oh, it just went on to Sachi. So he's got Sachi. Well done, well done. Over to the last few now then. Okay, next up, it's Connor. Who does Connor want as assistant manager? It's still the top three are still there. The top three are still there. Ferguson, Capello, Wenger. Dino Zoff, it looks like. He just missed out on Ferguson. Dino Zoff then has been appointed. What we've got here, we've got 7 left. Next up, Adu. Adu. Who is Adu going to appoint as his assistant manager? Wow. Wow. Bobby Robson. Now, I know Bobby Robson is who Lee Sharples wanted. He really, really wanted Lee Sharp. Lee Sharples really wanted Bobby Robson. The old Newcastle connection. It's too late, Lee. Bobby Robson has gone. Over to the next one. It would be funny to see Lee Sharples get Alex Ferguson. Ooh. Lee Sharples. So, who's he going to get? Who's he going to get as his assistant manager? Here we go. Jean Tigana, or Tigana, whatever you want to call it. I think he'll be relieved of that, because I think if you've got Joe Kinnear, he'd have been really fucking angry. Okay, the final 5. We're going to have Mark Rutgers, is it? Mark Rutgers. Who's Mark Rutgers going to get? Our top 3 are still there. If no one gets them, no one gets them. Oh, he missed out on Ferguson. He gets David O'Leary. David O'Leary, of course, he always ends up taking over the Man United job, don't he? Okay. The final 4. Here we go. I'm waiting for Gary Hanks. And we're on to Matt. Into Yinan, formerly the Dark Destroyers. Okay, Matt, who do you want? Who do you want, Matt? Who do you want? There's plenty there. Still plenty to go. He'll be pleased with that. Frank Rijkaard. Frank Rijkaard is appointed Matt's number 2. 3 managers to go. 3 to go. Trevor, Wayne and Gary. Next up, our very own Trevor Choi. So, well, the top 3 managers are there. In terms of reputation, as I said, they are superb and everybody else is very good. Okay. Next up is Cooper. I don't even know who R.H. Cooper is, to be honest with you. I'm not really so familiar with him. But that is Trevor Choi's appointment. 2 to go. And we're now Gary. Now I know who Gary Hanks will want. Think about it. You should work out who Gary Hanks is going to want here, because he's going to want Arsene Wenger, isn't he? What are the chances? What are the chances? We're going to see a big manager fall here. I'm praying for you here, Gary. Oh, he's been given Alex Ferguson as his assistant manager. Okay, and finally, well, it's going to be Wayne, obviously. So Wayne Chester is our last manager to make an appointment. I mean, looking around at who's left, right? We've got Lippi, we've got Scala, we've got Louis van Gaal, we've got Eriksson, we've got Wenger, Capello, Voller, Toshak, Kinnear. He'll be really pissed off if he gets John Toshak or Kinnear. Here we go. Last but not least, Arsene Wenger. Woohoo! Arsene Wenger is number 2 for Wayne Chester. And that is it. That is it. So, most of which have been appointed. And that is our assistant managers done. You know, it's just a little bit of a gimmick, really, to the guys in their teams. Nice to have a nice, strong assistant manager. But they'll all be handymen anyway. Good stuff. Till next time, from me with the King of the Dugout team, take it easy.